Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm your humble host, Victor Gwynn. It is a fabulous football Sunday. As you can see, I am all laced in my New York Giants garb because I got my Odell Beckham jersey on because it's time for him to come home. Not that it's just a New York Giants station, it's my favorite team. But we all here to enjoy football Sunday. I cannot wait for all the games to start. Very interesting games today. But you are the people I want to talk to today. So if your first time, listening in, tuning in, or calling in, you know what to do. Follow the information in the bottom. Call in 512-539-0686 on Facebook at Speak On It Sports, Twitter at NYG Men for Life, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is going to be a great day for sports today. Week 3 in the NFL. Oh, my goodness. It is going to be fantastic. You have the New Orleans Saints, West Carolina Panthers, Houston, Chicago, KC, Indy, Buffalo, Miami, Detroit, Minnesota, Baltimore, New England, Cincy, New York Jets. And you're going to have the Las Vegas Raiders, Tennessee Titans, who are 0-2. Both teams are 0-2. Philly and Washington should be a good game. It's an NFC least game. Definitely. And keep going. We have Jacksonville, the resurging Jacksonville Jaguars against the Los Angeles Chargers, who might have a quarterback who might be a little banged up. But like you said, everybody plays through pain. Los Angeles Rams, and the Arizona Cardinals with that miracle win last week against the Raiders. Atlanta and Seattle, Green Bay, Tampa Bay. We'll get to that game in a minute. It's going to be something exciting. San Francisco, Denver. What if the San Francisco 49ers traded Jimmy Garoppolo right now? Who would be the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers? Imagine if Jimmy Garoppolo did not have surgery in the offseason. He'd probably be a Commander, or he'd probably be a Colt right now. All right, and to cap it off, that Monday night game, you know it's going to be fireworks. Dallas and New York Giants, the 2-0 New York Giants. A lot of people don't believe in the Giants. So, all right, go to that Thursday night game, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. I just knew this game was going to be Cleveland's. Cleveland just got a better running game. They just look extremely more stout. And sure, at the quarterback position, even though it's Jacoby Brissett, I just don't believe in Mitchell Trubisky too much. He doesn't have Brian Daboll to whisper in his ear. And he just doesn't fit the mold of a Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, in my opinion. And that guy right there is sitting on the bench in Kenny Pickett. He's the guy that needs to be starting right now. But they're not going to do it because they paid this guy so much money. So it is what it is. They're going to have to get their stuff together, and they got to figure out what is going on with the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, so week 3 in the NFL, what is the upset game of the week that you're looking for this weekend? Is it Detroit, Minnesota? Is it Buffalo, Miami? Both teams are 2-0. I mean, this is one of those deals where you have Miami who's riding high. I mean, a lot of people pick, 2 of 6 touchdowns. Buffalo is, in a tough spot right now. I mean, they're on the road. It's a short week. They got a lot of injuries. The Dolphins, offensive line is, they just average in the run game, which is very necessary, definitely to beat the Bills. They got an excellent week last week. But the Finns, I mean, them jokers are playing at home and at heat. And, those guys are track stars. I mean, you got the Cheetah, and you got Jalen Waddle. I mean, everybody on that team is just fast. And with a lot of injuries to the Buffalo Bills, it's going to be hard for them, in my opinion, to keep up with the Miami Dolphins. However, I still pick the Buffalo Bills to win that game. So it is what it is with that. So 512-539-0686. If you're interested in joining the program, call us. Let us know what you're thinking. Get in on the action here. There's a bevy of games today. I'll give you my take in the game I'm most interested in today's game. I'm always interested in the Giants and Dallas game. That's neither here nor there. But I'm interested in a couple of games today. I'll give you one right now. I definitely want to see the Baltimore New England game, and the only reason I say that is because I want to see what Lamar Jackson does with a Bill Belichick-led defense, because what they're going to do is they're going to take away Lamar Jackson's legs. They're not going to let Lamar Jackson run the ball. They're going to tell him to beat him, and then they're going to press those wide receivers and then make those wide receivers pay. They're going to make those wide receivers earn their freaking money today. So it's going to be interesting to me to see that. I believe they are playing in New England. Yeah, it's in Gillette Stadium. It's a 1 p.m. game. Patriots have given up 2 touchdowns in as many weeks, so making few minimal mistakes. Team's running games is on schedule after terrible reports on it. But Ravens do have a massive front for Lamar Jackson. I mean, he just makes sound decisions, and he makes defenders look very silly. But you're going up against Bill Belichick. They squeezed out a win last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's going to be something to behold to see what they do to Lamar Jackson. Like I said, in my opinion, this is what Bill Belichick does. He takes away what you do best, and with the fact that Lamar Jackson runs the ball, that RPO, they're going to probably try to shut that down, and they're going to beat him up today. But don't get me wrong, Lamar Jackson can pop one off and end up going 70 yards on you. If one defensive personnel is not in the right gaps and they're not in the right run fit, and they will lose. However, I got Baltimore winning this game, in my opinion, and I don't think it's going to be a terribly high scoring game. I think it's going to be very defensive, but I think Lamar Jackson is just going to be the one. He's going to be the tipping point in this. He's going to be the guy that's going to say, hey, he's going to do some things with his legs, he's going to do some things with his arms, and he's going to make a lot of things happen. On the other side, Mac Jones, I think Mac Jones is just going to be what a quarterback does. He's going to make those passes, those little dump offs. I don't see Nelson Aguilar going crazy in this game. His wide receivers are not that good. Hunter Henry, his tight end, should give him make him feel comfortable, but I'm telling you right now, the Baltimore Ravens defense cannot go just disappear like that and just let the Jets, pull that jet thing that the Jets did last week and let them come back. So I got Baltimore winning that game. But it's a lot of good games today. Let's look at I want to see. Now, this is a game that's very interesting to me. I mean, Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans, I mean, once they lost that game against the New York Giants, which they should have won, 45-yard field goal, is not that bad. It's not that far. I mean, an NFL kicker should have made that, but they ended up losing that game. It seemed to bring them down. It seemed to make take the wind out their sails, and then they end up losing the next game, and then they're 0-2. Las Vegas Raiders, they're 0-2. That terrible loss to the Arizona Cardinals. Hunter Renfrow, if he just went down, got hit by Isaiah Simmons, and my boy just walk off freaking fumble recovery for a touchdown, and that was the end of the game. Kyler Murray he was the running around on that field for about 45 to 30 minutes. I'm exaggerating, but it just seemed that long. You tell me out there, guys. You ever had? It felt like they were playing, flag football out there, or he was, and he was doing a lot of running around, and I guess he just made everybody tired because he was doing his thing, man. But that's gonna be an interesting game. Taylor Lewan, left tackle for the Tennessee Titans, is out for the year. I think he had something wrong with his knee. He had a knee injury. Las Vegas could win this game if they just stop trying to get the ball just to Devontae Adams. You got a lot of people out there. Use your tight end, use your run game, sprinkle Devontae in there, lull the defense to sleep, and hit him for a big one. But run the ball on this team, Tennessee Titans. They don't. You see what Saquon Barkley did to them. Run the ball on this team, and you could win. However, I think a heavy dose of Derrick Henry and some well-placed passes by their quarterback. I got the Tennessee Titans winning this game. It's only because I just think that the Las Vegas Raiders quarterback is just going to try to do too much, and it's going to be one of those deals where it backfires on him. So, all right, Philadelphia, Washington. Philly's just hitting on all cylinders right now. Philly is a team of they're a team of destiny, in my opinion, right now. Philly is. I mean, they got so much depth right now. I mean, whether it's on the defensive line, offensive line, cornerback. I mean, they got Darius Slay. They got Bradbury. If you throw to Bradbury, you can't throw to Slay. I mean, it's just crazy. Jordan Davis is up the middle. You can't run the ball. Then you got to deal with the RPO. And then you got to deal with Jalen Hurt running the ball. Then you got to deal with him play action pass. Blah, 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 blah. Partridge in the pear tree. It is a lot going on for a team to worry about when it comes to playing the Philadelphia Eagles. However, they are beatable, but not this week. Philly is going to destroy Washington. Sorry about that. I know my boy Terrence is going to call in and ask me about that. Terrence, I'm sorry, but they're going to get destroyed today. All right, Jacksonville, Los Angeles Chargers. This is an interesting game too. I mean, nobody's going to sit there and watch this whole game unless you're a fan of Jacksonville and the Chargers, especially when you got, Los Angeles Chargers quarterback's a little hurt in the ribs. I think he has some torn cartilage or something in his ribs. They said he's going to take some pain blockers and actually play through it. Let me ask you a question. This is always bothering me about that. Is a pain blocker, I'm going to post this up there, post this in the chat. Is a pain blocker considered a performance enhancer? Is it considered a performance enhancer? Because without it, would you be able to perform? Would you be able to perform? So they're going to give Justin Herbert pain blocker, from what I understand, they said. And he's going to go out there and play with this rib injury. If he plays, too easy, a win. Jacksonville is going to lose this game. And Chargers are going to go 2-1. Atlanta, Seattle. I definitely got Atlanta in this game. Seattle, for me, is just something about Geno Smith. That first game was like an anomaly. He actually played quite well in that game. Scared the hell out of me that game. He was like on fire. And I was a bit nervous. I was like, wow, this dude is playing really good. And they ended up beating the Denver Broncos. But then they ended up losing the next game. Atlanta just has some bad breaks. Marcus Mariota runs the ball. He fumbles a lot, makes some bad decisions. Is it Dennis Ritter time? I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe in some situations. But I still have Atlanta winning this game. I don't think Seattle is going to be enough to win this game. They're playing in Seattle still. I just don't think Seattle is going to pull this one out. All right, moving on to, I'm going to skip that one. That's the Green Bay, Tampa Bay. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. San Francisco, Denver, we talked about that already. I definitely think that Denver is going to be, riding Mile High, since they'll be playing in Mile High Stadium. And Russell Wilson's, this whole thing about letting Russ cook, Russ cooking, yeah, I got it, but you got to have somebody to cook with, right, Russ? I mean, all the ingredients have to be right. Your ingredients you have aren't right now. You get down to the goal line, and it's just, I don't know if it's Nathaniel Hackett and his ability to not utilize you. And I mean, they paid you over $200-something million and kicking a 64-yard field goal. I just don't believe in that. Also, I mean, the play calling is atrocious down at the line of goal line there. I mean, you've been down there 3 times. You came away with just some field goals and no points sometimes. But San Francisco, they get George Kittle back. They have Debo. I mean, that whole thing is being infused by Jimmy Garoppolo last week, coming in for an injured Trey Lance. Get better, Trey. I hope you get better. I believe he had a broken ankle. He's out for the season. But, Jimmy Garoppolo, like I said earlier in the program, he was almost traded to the Commanders. If he did not have that offseason surgery, he would probably be a Washington Commander or an Indianapolis Colt right now. However, he is back with the San Francisco 49ers on a sweet deal and incentives that he's going to freaking just hit throughout the year. Playing time incentives, all this stuff that they thought he wasn't going to hit, but he's going to do it. And I think San Francisco pulls it out today. I think they lean on the run game, Debo, sure passing, and they're going to watch Russell Wilson do his thing, and he's just going to, he's going to cook himself into some bad situations, in my opinion. So, Cincinnati and the New York Jets. The Cincinnati Bengals were in the Super Bowl last year, and they're 0-2 right now, going up against the New York Jets, who are 1-1. They're playing in New Jersey. This is an intriguing game because Cincy, they need this win bad. They need this win bad. The Jets are playing on borrowed time. They don't care right now. They're not supposed to be winning. Cincy needs this win. Lyle Collins has a lot to answer for. Lyle Collins, I'm gonna need you to. You said that this is your quarterback, and nobody's gonna come get him. Nobody's gonna touch him. He's been touched about 15 times in 2 games, and I need you to do your job. You need to be a better blocker. So I got Cincy winning this game. I think it's going to be close, though. I think Joey Flacco comes out. He does his thing for a little bit, but then he turns into Joey Flock. And then he just basically throws some interceptions. But early on, he does go at the Cincy defense. And it actually is it is good for them early. Because they got a lot of good wide receivers out there. Definitely. All right, Detroit, Minnesota. This game is going to be a gritty game, in my opinion. Gritty. Detroit is playing in Minnesota. Skol. I don't know what that means. If you know what Skol means, tell me about it, because I do not understand the whole Skol thing, right? I don't know. Nothing about that Skol stuff. But I do know that they have Dalvin Cook. Unfortunately, they do have Kirk Cousins, too. And I see Kirk avenging himself because last week they just played poorly, and he doesn't play well in the spotlight. If you know Kirk Cousins, anybody knows Kirk Cousins. He doesn't play well in the spotlight. Okay, this is not a Monday night game. It's not a Sunday night game. It's not a Thursday night game. It's just a regular old Sunday 12 o'clock game, and Kirk Cousins is just gonna be just the guy playing football, and it's no spotlight needed. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game because Detroit, man, they're taking on the mentality of their coach. I mean, don't get me wrong, he has a lot of rah-rah and a lot of other stuff, but he's hard-nosed. And Dan Campbell is he brings it, man. He brings it. He puts that in that team, and they're going to be tough. They're not going to go away, so don't expect them to just go away just because you scored 2 touchdowns and you're up by 10. And you expect the Detroit Lions to go away. No, those guys will freaking come back, and they'll just keep playing, man. They keep playing and keep playing. Amon-Ra St. Brown he's tough. That kid is tough. If you haven't watched the special with him and his brother and his dad, it's awesome. His dad was a former Mr. Olympia. I mean, it's worth the watch. It's I think it was on Hard Knocks, so definitely. But unfortunately, I got Minnesota pulling this game out. I just think that their wide receiver is going to break out. He had a terrible game last week. Cowboys shut him down, so we'll check that out and see. No, sorry, it wasn't the Cowboys that shut him down. Gotta look at that and see. Who did they lose to last week? Anyway, do some work here, 512-539-0686 if you want to be part of the program. If not, listen in. If you just want to hang in there, send me a private chat, send me a message. Like I said, you can always call in. Definitely be part of the show. If you're first time joining the show, Make sure you like the page because you'll get notifications when I go live, and it'll be easier for you and easier for all of us. So when you come in. So let me see. Oh, they lost to Philly last week. Sorry. So Philly destroyed them last week. Okay, so talked about that. We didn't talk about KC and Indy in this instance here. Just squeeze something. So KC and Indy, I'm not even going to go into this game. You have Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. That's it. Patrick Mahomes versus Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is god awful. He is awful right now. And then you have, Travis Kelce and a whole bunch. And what I do like about the fact that Kansas City Chiefs, they're not forcing the ball at anybody. Everybody's getting in the game. The run game is doing good. I mean, it's out there. It's out there. Everybody's getting spread of the ball. And I think a lot of the pressures is going away from Patrick Mahomes to actually make these long throws. But it is what it is. All right, we got our first caller coming in right now. Hey, caller, what's going on? Hey, Terrence. Can you hear me, Terrence? Hold on, Terrence. I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's going on, T?
Man, Matt Ryan, he's the champ of all champs, man. Matty the Rocket Gold Ice.
Let me tell you something. Matt Ryan is not that good. You would think with that running game, Terrence, you would think with that running game that they have that Matt Ryan would be really, really good right now. And that is not the case. I don't know how Jonathan Taylor doesn't make you better.
The Colts are trash. They will be trash now. Carson Wentz was a grade above Matt Ryan. That's not saying much, but Matt Ryan is done.
Yeah, I thought Matt Ryan would be a better choice, but apparently I'm wrong. And Carson Wentz.
He's washed.
Yeah, he's washed. He can't move in the pocket, and his arm is, I don't know if his arm is jello or there's just no way, in my opinion, that you should not be able to run the ball, run play action with Jonathan Taylor. I don't understand it.
What's Matt Ryan, like 40, 41 now, 42?
No, Matt Ryan, I'm going to see his age, man. Matt Ryan is 37 years old.
Oh, man, it looks like he's like 40-something.
He's 37 years old, man. That's bad. He was born in 85. Dang, that kid is young.
He's younger than both of us, and Matt looks bad.
He said he looked bad, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's crazy. Hey, so today, what game today do you have your eye on today? Besides, I know your Washington Philly game.
You know I got my eye on that because that's a must win for us.
Oh, it better be a win for y'all. I hope y'all win.
It's a must win. If we don't win, we need to go ahead and fire Ron Rivera and Del Rio on the spot. We need to treat them like they treated Herm Edwards.
Oh man, don't bring up Herm Edwards. Why somebody filmed him in the airport the same day he got fired? Just leave. Just leave in the airport. That's crazy. Out of control. So, yeah. So what game are you interested in today? Bills Dolphins. Now, is it because the Dolphins are an exciting thing, or you just want to see what's going to happen? Because Buffalo got a lot of injuries right now. No, they lost Micah Hyde for the entire season.
Yeah, but I believe Buffalo's still Buffalo, though. I believe they're still going to be. I believe they're going to plug and play.
Yeah, I like Buffalo as well. I just don't think Tua is going to be able to get that. I don't think Tua is going to be able to deal with that pressure coming up the middle.
I don't think Tua's going to have another. He's not going to have another game like he had last week.
No, ain't no way Ain't no way in a you know what that he's going to be able to do everything that he needs to do to actually put on a performance that he did last week. 6 touchdowns. There's no way he's doing that against the Bills defense, regardless of who's out.
The other game is Bengals Jets.
Now I talked about this earlier too. Believe it, the Cincinnati Bengals were in the Super Bowl last year. Can you believe that? 0-2.
Yeah.
And they were in the Super Bowl last year. What changed, in your opinion?
What changed?
Yes.
That's O-line.
O-line. But check it out. They got Lyle Collins. He came in and said that, hey, that's my quarterback. Ain't nobody touching him.
Yeah, but Lyle Collins is only one person, and the other 4 guys they lost in the line.
Yep.
I mean, you went from a Super Bowl team to losing your whole offensive line and losing part of your secondary.
And they still got Eli Apple. I'm trying to wonder why Eli Apple's still on that team.
He's about as trash as that Ryan.
He is trash. The Giants got rid of him. He is trash. He is not good. So the Jets. Talk to me about the Jets.
I believe Flacco's gonna do something. Flacco's 1-0. I mean, he's 1-0.
I know, right? You just can't put Flacco away. I mean, sometimes he'll make decisions, and you're like, man, what the heck is he doing? What are you doing? And then he'll make that one pass, and you're like, oh my God, they won the game. They won the game. He has shades of a Super Bowl Flacco against the 49ers. But then he kind of regresses.
But there's one matchup this week that's going to say a lot of things about a lot of teams.
What's that?
Raiders Titans.
And I brought up that earlier too. They're both 0-2. And like I stated earlier, I have a problem with the Raiders quarterback and his wanting to get Devontae Adams the ball so much. He's not. I mean, you have Darren Waller as your tight end. Matchup nightmare. You got Jacobs as your running back. You have Hunter Renfrow. I mean, there's no way you shouldn't be spreading that ball around. Stop trying to throw it to Devontae Adams.
It's the same. It's the Matt Stafford Megatron thing. You always want to get the ball to Calvin Johnson.
Yes.
You always want to get the ball to Calvin
Yes,
Johnson.
I agree, definitely. And it's like, come on, man. We know Calvin Johnson was going to jump up and get that ball, but it don't need to be Calvin Johnson every time. And that's why I think a lot of people going to find this on, they're going to be like, oh, no, I don't believe that. But KC getting rid of the cheetah was probably the best thing they could do for Patrick Mahomes, because now he's been able to spread the ball around to a whole bunch of people, and now he's relying on a run game and the short passes, the intermediate passes, and Travis Kelce. I mean, he's always relied on Travis Kelce, but the deep ball, he doesn't have to always throw it to Tyreek Hill. So one other game. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, man. Let's talk about the New York 2-0 Giants.
All right. We can definitely go there. So, as you know, the 2-0 New York Giants are going to be hosting the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night. All right, the last time these teams met, December 18, 2021, the Dallas Cowboys beat the Giants 21-6. Now, let me tell you something about this game. I really don't like the fact that we're playing on Monday night. I don't like us being in prime time. Last time the Giants were in prime time, we lost terribly. I don't like the fact that we're playing at home, because we don't play at home well. We don't. We play better on the road. However, old regime, new regime, no Dak, Cooper Rush. We know Cooper. He's been in our organization. He was on our practice squad. So we know his arm strength. We know what he can and do. We have things on him. The only thing I'm worried about is the pass rush. And that's Micah Parsons against our rookie from Alabama. I'm worried about that.
You can forget about that because Parsons is going to get 2. He's going to get 2 or 3 sacks. So you go ahead and chalk them up.
Just chalk them up, right? Gotcha.
Yeah, you could chalk them up. But, I mean, you can't sleep on old boy at quarterback, though.
Cooper Rush?
Yeah, what somebody said, I saw the meme that, they drew the beard on and say he looks like Tom Brady.
Get out of town. They need to stop. They need to stop. And that was something Michael Irvin probably said. They need to stop. Cooper Rush out here playing like Tom Brady. They need to stop with all the madness there. Come on now. The Giants, in my opinion, I'm going to give it a skinny. The Giants, in my opinion, the Giants will win this game. As they should. Right? And it's not going to be one of those games it's a bunch of scoring or stuff like that. Giants going to win this game because the Giants are going to make better decisions, better play calls, and we're going to take it down to the wire, win this game by a field goal, in my opinion. It's going to be 24-21, right? Last second field goal. And it's going to be guys like,
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
If the Giants blow Dallas out, does he get fired?
If the Giants blow who? The Giants blow out
Dallas out.
Does McCarthy get fired? You said, does McCarthy get fired?
Yep.
That's tough. I don't think McCarthy gets fired. I think his seat begins to cook. I think that it starts to get a little bit more hot than usual. Sean Payton starts to become more of a talk because he already says he wants to come back in 2023 and coach as long as the situation is fluid for him somewhere else. And it's one of those deals to where he's got to have a good showing. The Cowboys cannot lose against the Giants. They can't lose against the Giants, especially losing against the Giants. And if they get blown out, it's not a good look. Definitely not a good look. Somebody, Jerry Jones is going to talk about this the next on Tuesday on Sports Center. It's going to be there. So I got who do you have winning the game? Be honest. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
I got the Giants going 3-0. The Giants right now are starting the division.
Yeah. Okay, Giants 3-0. All right. So moving on from the Giants, this is the game I really want to talk about. Green Bay and Tampa Bay. What is going to be the biggest factor in whoever wins this game? What is going to be the biggest factor? Green Bay, Tampa Bay. Aaron Rodgers. So I take it you have Green Bay winning this game.
No.
Come on, Terrence. You can't lead me. Terrence, you can't lead me down the road where you agree with me and did say no.
Because Aaron does not believe in his wide receivers, and until he does, and he throws the ball and gives them a chance, until he starts giving young boys a chance, it's not gonna happen. And he has too many young wide receivers. Of course, okay, yeah, he missed the ball. So did Devontae Adams when he was there before.
You know what though?
Aaron has to get off his diva statue and start trying to teach these young guys instead of trying to say, I'm Aaron Rodgers, and this is how it is, and you got to learn before you get here.
Yeah, and another thing, I do. First of all, I have Green Bay winning the game just because I don't think Tampa could overcome all the people that's missing. However, I do believe you are 100% correct. I do not like Aaron Rodgers' body language. I do not like it. It's just like it's his way or the highway. Learn my way or don't. You're not going to play. I'm going to not throw the ball to you. I don't like that. If you look at Tom Brady, and he comes in, he's in the locker room, he talks to the rookies because he knows that, hey, these guys are going to be the one catching the ball, and I got to make sure that I build a rapport with them. Aaron doesn't do that, in my opinion. Aaron doesn't do that, and he has to do that. He has to be a little better with that. I know you're a pro, you're a two-time back-to-back NFL MVP, but that shouldn't that shouldn't trump the fact that you got to teach, coach, and mentor these people. I mean, they make you great. I mean, you can't throw. If he could throw the ball and then catch it himself, I mean, he'd be a world beater, right?
I mean, if he could, he probably would try.
And he'd probably be down
He
on
has no belief in his wide receiver.
He'd probably be yelling at himself too for not catching the ball. But he does not believe in his wide receivers. I agree. He does believe in the old wide receivers. If you could tell me right now, he'd definitely bring back one of his old wide. He'd bring back Donald Driver if he wanted to.
But I mean, he's not using Randall Cobb. I mean, he got Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, Sammy Watkins is done for the year, injured reserve. Sammy Watkins done, bro. So, done for the year.
I mean, but you got Randall Cobb.
Uh-huh. Yep, Randall Cobb.
That's the only one we know. Everybody else we don't know.
You got.
Oh, we know Alan. We know Alan Lazard.
Alan Lizard. I call him the Lizard. Alan Lizard.
Yeah, because he dropped the ball, so we know who he is.
Alan Lazard. You got Watson, the kid from Dakota.
Yeah, you got Robert Tyen.
Yep.
And Romeo Dub.
I don't even know who that is, for real. You're right about that. I don't even know who that guy is. I don't even know who that is.
But, I mean, and that's the problem. That's Green Bay's problem.
Yeah, they don't spend enough money. And then, yeah, go ahead.
They don't have a true number one.
They do not. They do not have a true number one. And the fact that they don't.
It's also Rodgers' fault because Rodgers is also not trying to take less guaranteed and longer money on the back end to get a number one. And
that's the difference between him being the GOAT and Tom Brady is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because Brady's smart. Brady knows that, hey, I can't do this by myself. You ever notice that nobody ever talks about Brady's contract?
I can go to the house.
Yep.
You ever notice that? You ever hear Brady having a contract dispute?
It don't take that long to do it.
1 year, that was it.
That was 1 year. That was because Belichick was doing some craziness, right?
Yep.
But there was no contract. Tom Brady gets $30 million guaranteed a year. It's always guaranteed, because he takes less. He could get $50 million a year if he wanted, $60, $70 million a year. But he knows that if I do that, I'm gonna be throwing.
Have you seen this article that's out?
No. What's that?
On Jimmy G.
No. What happened?
Jimmy G was all set to go to Washington.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But he got the surgery. Washington, or guess what? He was going to Indianapolis.
Yep, and he got the surgery and Washington back out the deal. They had the deal done and Washington back out to the surgery.
Yep. I saw that. I saw that.
So Daniel Jones, Marcus Mariota, David Carr. Ryan Tannehill.
Yes. What about them?
All must win today?
They all must win today. Because hold on, we got it. So Uta Shapanik says, no, I don't think it masks the pain, but does enhance a player's strength capabilities above their normal capabilities when healthy. So I put out there today, I said, is a pain blocker considered a performance enhancer? Is a pain blocker considered a performance enhancer to you? Because that's what they're going to give Justin Herbert.
No, because I was taking him. Now, I wouldn't advise him to take one because I would be afraid of the Tyrod Taylor thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's the same doctor. But I'm taking them. But you have to take multiple ones during the game because they wear off.
But this is my thing though. Is it a performance enhancing drug though? Because it blocks something that hinders it. If you would have played with that, it would have hindered your performance. But now it doesn't hinder your performance because you've actually numbed that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just think it's a performance enhancer in my opinion.
I understand from the way you're saying it.
Yeah, it's just a little weird. But it is one of those deals. We got to see what's going to happen today. Thank you, Ucha, for that response there. She does not think it's a performance enhancer. Okay, awesome. But so yeah, Green Bay. So you said you have Tampa winning that game.
I got Tampa because I don't believe Aaron is going to put the ball down the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't believe Aaron's going to air the ball out. I don't believe he's going to give them a chance to. He's not going to give them a chance to win the game. He's going to try to win the game himself.
This Joker. You're right about that. And Aaron, in my opinion, he's not, like you said, I don't think he has faith in those guys. You know what I mean? And that's something that you build in the offseason. Or if he ever played in the preseason, he would understand. You know what I mean? A guy doesn't play in the preseason. How are you going to build that rapport? In practice? Nope. Doesn't happen. Does not happen.
But you got Trey Lance got his guys come and work out in Hawaii.
Aaron ain't going to do that. Terrence, Aaron ain't going to do that. He wanted his private life. You know, he said he doing ayahuasca, mushrooms, or whatever the hell he does. He ain't going to do that. He's not going to allow those guys into his life. It's just, I mean, it's crazy.
And that's why he hasn't sniffed the ring again.
I know, because he's so wrapped up into himself. I definitely agree with that. When you're wrapped up into yourself, it's one of those deals that you just can't get out of your own way, in my opinion, with him. All right, so today, what's the least game that you're worried about today? I think I have an idea what you're gonna say. I have it in my head. But you go ahead. I said it to the viewers. I want you to go ahead.
The least game. That's a hard one. Maybe the Jaguars game?
Okay. You said Jaguars and Chargers. How about the Houston Texans and Chicago Bears? Who's watching that game?
I tell you why that game means something.
Really? Oh, I want to hear this. I want to hear it.
Because if Justin Fields puts another dud out there on the performance, they're gonna be looking to say he can't do it.
Well, a lot of people went to that rainy game. They said it was raining, but this last game had nothing to do with no weather. Had nothing to do with weather. And you got Houston. Houston is basically, in my opinion, they're just waiting for the number one pick. So let's go in position wise and check out who is who the backup quarterback is.
The game I'm probably really not interested in is Seattle Atlanta.
Seattle Atlanta. Why are you not interested in Seattle Atlanta game?
Because Atlanta's giving up.
Yeah, they marching Mariota out there. All he does, I see him make some plays and then he fumbles every time he runs. He can't take a hit. Put in Ritter, man. I mean, I don't think it's Ritter time just yet, but I mean, I think it's going to be one of those instances where if he doesn't play well today, I could see Ritter coming in my opinion.
I mean, I can see Heineke coming in the game today too.
Oh, snap. That's right. Heineke, he's up there. So check it out. Do you know who the backup quarterback is in Chicago? I didn't know it either, so don't worry about it. No. Andy Dalton's a backup quarterback in someplace else. But Nathan Peterman and Trevor Siemian.
Yeah, they're two former Washington quarterbacks.
Y'all had a lot of quarterbacks, man. OMG. Y'all had a lot of quarterbacks.
I want to say we drafted both of them.
Let me see who's the quarterback. Is it I think he's on I'm gonna say he's on New Orleans. Let me see. Because you got what's the name? Quarterback, Winston. Andy Dalton's up. Andy Dalton's on the Saints. So they waiting for Jameis to mess up. Jameis done messed up already. They always talk about, oh, it's famous Jameis time, and Jameis Winston. Uta, she says the Bills and Patriots per game stats are close, except for opponents' points per game. Dolphins are allowing 22.5 points per game. Bills' opponents' points per game is 8.5. Understand the Bills have some injuries, and understand it's a South Beach home field advantage, but Bills win this weekend. I agree, Uta. Big time.
I know one thing. The Bills better not put daggone Von Miller and that starting defense back on the bench, and they better not bench Josh Allen again in the third quarter, because they killed my fantasy.
They killed your fantasy?
They made me lose.
Oh, man, that's going to be something interesting here. So let me see right now. All right, so there's 4 games I'm really interested in. Dallas, New York Giants, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, Philly, Washington, and Miami, Buffalo. But also, did you hear about, now this is another thing. Everybody says let Russ cook, right? Russ is up there in Denver. A lot of people say he's a strange character, man. They say he has his own office in Denver. Like, he has his own office. Like, he doesn't sit with the team. Like when they sit at locker, he has his own office. That is weird. Is that weird to you?
They said Russ wanted a lot of things.
He wanted a lot of things?
Uh-huh.
That is so weird, in my opinion. How can you, as a quarterback, want to sit away from your team? You're the leader, right? You want to be in the mix of that. And it's a long season, man. It's 15 more games left, and you alienating everybody? I don't understand that, man. It's
that's that Pete Carroll. That's that Pete Carroll effect.
That Pete Carroll effect. Dude is just weird. Let's fly. Let's ride. Let's ride. People it's just weird to me how he handles his business sometimes. You know, but that's neither here nor there. That's just the way they do things, I guess, in there for him. So, real quick, what did you think about the fact that, and I really don't like his coaching style, the Arizona head coach. I really don't like his coaching style. He is just not my cup of tea. And the fact that you got a quarterback running around for like 30 minutes, man. He was running around for 30 minutes on that football field. I think the Raiders just got tired. Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it through the year either.
Yeah, him and Matt Rule. Him and Matt Rule are on the hot seat.
No playoffs at the end of his run in Arizona.
Yeah, in Arizona, it's just weird. They don't have Chandler Jones there anymore. The defense is looking a little weird. Is Buda Baker still there? I don't even know if he's still there. Let me see.
J.J. Watt still playing?
He always injured, man. J.J. Watt's always injured. J.J. Watt's always injured. Let me see. Is Buda Baker still here? I'm looking at their roster right now. Is he a linebacker? I don't think he's a linebacker. Yep, Buda Baker's still there. So it is, yeah. It's just it's a little odd for me for them. But you know, I just think that they just got tired, and the fact that they didn't waste any time off the clock. Bad coaching. You think Josh McDaniels would have learned from Denver?
I mean, I think they're all bad.
What's that?
I mean, has there been a successful coach under under Belichick?
Yeah. Yeah, every coach that comes out. Yeah, every coach, every coordinator that comes from Bill Belichick, they really don't. They're really not successful after that. You ever notice that?
Yep.
So
Charlie Weiss is the only one that had success in college.
In college, Bill O'Brien, right?
Bill O'Brien and Charlie Weiss, those are it.
Well, no, actually, Charlie Weiss got fired from Notre Dame, and Bill O'Brien was just a coordinator where he had success. He was not very good at Penn State as a head coach. So they just had.
But I mean, Charlie had a good couple of years at Notre Dame, though, before he got fired.
Yeah, he put up some big numbers. He had Jimmy Clausen. They had some Floyd. They had a lot.
He got fired for getting blown out in a bowl game.
Yeah, they just couldn't win bowl games, man. It was just something.
Yep.
I think that thing is
but
still
not
there.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah, not after Brian Kelly. Definitely Brian Kelly. So should be very interesting today. Should be very interesting. So before I let you go, because I know you're probably cooking some chicken, about to get you some bread.
They had the Battle of the Bands out here in Wilmington.
You had the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, who's out there? Give the audience a fresh look at what's going on out there.
They haven't started yet. It's historically black colleges.
Okay, HBCU, Battle of the Bands. Okay.
So I know Morgan's out here. I know Delaware State's out here. Virginia State.
Ooh, I know that's gonna be nice out there. They're gonna have a ball.
Oh man, a line wrapped around the building.
Hey, speaking of HBCUs and black colleges, man, I love what Deion Sanders is doing at Jackson State, man.
But they won't give him no game. They won't give him no TV time.
Man, I know, because I don't never see them games on TV. I be wanting to see them games.
I want to see a game on prime time.
Me too. That team is out there scoring 50, 60 points. I thought the son, Shador, I thought he was, I don't know how good he is, right? Until I see the highlights, because all I see on, him on the Instagram thing or whatever, and Shiloh and all of them. But I mean, he's doing some great things, and I mean, that organization is top notch now. It still could be better, like he said. I mean, but what organization or what person, in that small of a media market, dealing with the water situation in Mississippi, right, would be able to handle that and still win at the same time, but a Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
I mean, that was something else. Kids don't have water, right? They still gotta go to class. Don't have water. They gotta still practice. Don't have water. I mean, water is essential to everything: cooking, cleaning, washing. Out there in the field, they gotta drink water. But they don't have it.
He told the fans, everybody bring their own bottle of water. We'll let you in.
He told them that.
Yeah.
Wow. And I bet you they came too.
Yeah.
Hey, you build it, they will come, and that's exactly what Deion's doing there. And I like his speeches after the games. I mean, because he's keeping it real. I mean, he got them kids prayed up, he got them played up, and he let them do their thing. But he makes it respectable. He lets them shine. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these organizations, I should call them organizations because they're making money. Colleges don't let these kids shine. And he hit it off the back when he said, "You telling me you making these money off these kids and you can't let their mama and daddy see their name on the back of their jersey? You telling me that? No way. No way." And he made sure those kids had their names on the back of their jersey. And he made sure that those kids got a nice training area, a nice video place they can come watch film. And he's doing a tremendous job. And now they're talking about him coaching someplace else. I don't think he's going anywhere to another school. I don't know. I don't want to see him go to another school. I think he's doing a great job. So, all right, Terrence, before I let you go, upset of the day, man. Upset of the day. Now I'm gonna let you listen to your bands. Upset of the day. What is it? You there? Uh-oh. I think we might have lost Terrence.
Washington over Philly.
Okay. Washington over Philly. Tell me, all right, give me 3 reasons why. Give me your reasons why. Just give me your reason why. Will the real Carson Wentz please stand up?
Carson wants to prove that, letting him go was a mistake. Ron Rivera's fighting for his life.
Okay. And you think Terry McLaurin is gonna be out there doing his thing today? Antonio Gibson.
What they're on?
I just hope that he don't fumble.
So there's only one line.
I just hope he don't fumble the ball.
But yeah, I'm hoping the real Carson Wentz shows up.
Yep, I do as well. Well, Terrence, you enjoy your battle of the bands, man. I appreciate you always calling in. I hope I didn't interrupt your day, but I'm so glad you called in. You always the man. I appreciate your insight. Go Washington. I hope you guys win today, man.
I'll be checking the game on highlights.
Yeah, I hope you guys win today, man. Yeah, I just hope you guys win today. And you have a great day out there. Enjoy the battle of the bands, brother.
Okay.
All right.
You too, sir. And I'm looking forward to Monday night. Are you going on Monday night?
Oh yes. Regardless of anything I'm doing, I'll make sure I'm on Monday night. I'm gonna put it out today on the Monday night before. It'll be an hour or 2 hours before the game. I'm gonna go up there. I will be on.
Okay.
Yep. I will be on. So if you you'll get the alerts. Do you get the alerts that I'm going live or when I post something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will definitely be on Monday night. You can count on that, bro.
Okay.
It's gonna be something else. All right, well, you have a great day, man. Enjoy it.
All right, you too now.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, now.
Hey, that's Terrence, everybody. Hey, that's Terrence right there. Great caller. Great friend of the show. He's definitely why I come on the show and have fun every day, or every Sunday, excuse me. Terrence is my guy. Terrence is a really good dude. He's at the HBCU Battle of the Bands today. Wishing his family a great day today. Uta, thank you for being a part of the show today. You got some great insight that I starred on today. And your analysis of the Bills Patriots. Woo! Woo! I like it, definitely. Well, that concludes the program today, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know how to follow the show, there's these little things on the bottom scrolling. You'll see them coming up here, right? It says it right about here. You can call in, lock this number in right here, 512-539-0686 to be a part of the program. On Facebook at Speak On It Sports and Twitter at NYG Men for Life. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and be a part of the program. I want to thank everybody for joining the program today. I can't wait to get to be on tomorrow. Definitely, I'll put some out today. If you don't know about the show, like at Speak On It Sports, you'll get all the information for the next show coming up. And make sure you like it because it'll let you know when I'm going on live and stuff like that. And lock that number at 512-539-0686 and definitely call in when you want to talk some football. I love you guys. Have a great football Sunday. And speak on it, baby. Love you. I'm out.